Hello, this is DarkElf85 on YouTube, or HektontheMage's on PSN. And supposedly I was going to play Skyrim. Sorry, my mind, I'm tired. But because you kind of have to think a little bit, since it's a quote-unquote action RPG, I thought I'll start the new Let's Play, or the new Let's Play, well, Let's Play streaming Let's Play, whatever, of Arkham Horror, Mother's Embrace. So, thought I'd do this, and then, of course, while I'm trying to look up some information to tell to all of you, find out that it didn't get a good review, but I'm like, whatever, I don't care. It's mostly exploration, but there are some tactical RPG qualities to it, or strategy in it, but meh, whatever, I don't care. You'll notice this is continued because I did play a little bit of it, not that much, of the introduction, or the prologue, tutorial, I think they called it a tutorial. So yeah, but Arkham Horror is actually a card game, type of board game thing. It's hard to explain because, you know, there's like certain card games, you know, like apples to apples or whatever. But, you know, it's a game based with cards. And it's taken from Chaosium's Call of Cthulhu, like universe, so the mythos of, you know, H.P. Lovecraft's eldritch gods and deities and everything. So a lot of this will come, a lot of the information and stuff will reflect from Call of Cthulhu. So yeah, going into, I don't know what the time period is. I don't know if it's the Roaring 20s or if it is in the 1930s. I'm not sure if it's the 20s or 30s, but yeah. Anywho, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to be playing now. And it's an X game, I forgot already. I think I already have everything how I wanted it. Don't need to invert rotational axis because it's not the one that I want. But yeah, a lot of people had low remarks on this game. Whatever. Have I played games that were great? No, I don't think so. I play games that look interesting to me. I usually don't look at the reviews, but I happened to notice it when I was trying to look up information for what I'm going to be using as what I'm going to give as like the main description for each video on YouTube later. I do have it in English for the subtitles. Okay, controls. Oh, there's a map. I don't know if you get that if that's later. Next, previous. What? Accelerate? I think accelerate means run. Although I thought run was a different button. No, it was that button. And it wasn't really that fast. Or faster. But anyhow. Okay. Let's do a new game. Yep. I don't care. Are you starting a new game? Oh, I forgot. It was under no. Green is the highlighted. Shrewd advice. Keep an eye on your investigator's health points and do not hesitate to use bandages between fights. Tutorial. Your investigator. Welcome to Arkham Horror, Mother's Embrace. Who will be your investigator for this new adventure?
Move it. There's no time like the present.
There we go. We'll go to her, the other person next, but yeah.
There's no time like the present.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so there's Harvey Walters, the professor. Mentor resistance is 45%. Mentoring. Harvey increases range for the group's magic and ranged attacks. Investigation, search. I guess there's also manual, willpower, social, logical, and physical. Combat, initiative is weak, melee is weak, ranged is average, magic is average. Traumas, I guess he could get inaccurate algophobia. Should look up some of these. Self-mutilation. Biography. Okay. With doctorates in both history and archaeology, as well as expertise in ancient languages, Harvey Walters is one of the most friendly and helpful colleagues at Miskatonic University. I actually thought Miskatonic was spelled with a C, not a K. Oh, I've been misthinking it wrong. I'm not good with my H.P. Lovecraft stuff and with Call of Cthulhu things. He has certainly been of use in answering my questions about pagan culture's understanding of astronomy. Actually, I don't know who the person is that we're talking of. It might be who we're seeing in the tutorial or trying to find, but I'm not sure. I'm going to go with the Mayo News reporter voice of the 20s. You can modify it to a female later. I don't know. I can do that later. Let's see. About pagan culture's understanding of astronomy. His own studies remain a mystery, as he refuses to discuss them even with his colleagues. One can't help but wonder whether the study professor, or the Stogie? I don't know that word. I actually have no clue. The Stogie professor is harboring some scandalous secret.
Move aside, boys. It's my turn.
Jenny Barnes, the dilettante. Mental resistance is 50%. Wait, why is her mental resistance higher than the professor? Well, I guess the professor's more logic-based. Yeah. Not occult. I do what I want. Jenny cannot be inflicted with the restrained condition. I guess she starts with investigation physical, or she only has that. I don't know. Her initiative and melee are both average. Her ranged is strong and magic is weak. And her traumas could be daydreaming, inaccurate, and algophobia. Jenny, as she prefers to be called, is the elder daughter of my friends, the Barnes. Despite her natural intelligence and all the advantages her upbringing provided, she never seems to focus on a single pursuit. Maybe she has ADHD, we don't know. Alright, she prefers to dabble in literature, history, archaeology, and virtually any other subject that crosses her path, never gaining expertise in any one. Or she's a Jackie of all trades. She certainly does not lack for passion or courage.
That's my cue to play.
And I will say, this is the guy that I'm going to be playing for the tutorial, because that's who I started playing originally, and yeah, I'm going to. Jim Culver, the musician. Mental resistance is 75%. Moral support. Jim increases the group members' mental resistance. He has manual, whatever that means. His initiative and ranged are strong. Melee and magic are both average. Traumas can be daydreaming, algophobia, and self-mutilation. Jim Culver plays his trumpet at I think it's Velma's. At Velma's Diner. He at a diner? I didn't catch that before, but at a diner? At a diner? Okay, anyway. He inherited the instrument from his father, who played in nightclubs. See, nightclubs, that makes better sense. I visited in my younger days. From what I've heard, Jim's father passed along not only the trumpet, but also his talent. Of course, people exaggerate, but the gossip is that Jim's playing made the widow Jenkins leap up out of her coffin. I said Jenkins. Of her coffin and dance at her own funeral. Nonetheless, of course, but nonsense, sorry. I can read, I swear. Again, small font. Nonsense, of course, but that is the sort of story that makes the more superstitious residents of Arkham and Velma's Diner avoid Velma's Diner when he is playing.
I'm ready to investigate.
Kate Winthrop, the scientist. Mental resistance is 60%. Troubled past. Kate has a reduced chance to trigger traumas during investigation. She has search and logical. Her initiative and ranged are both weak. Melee and magic are both average. And she could trigger daydreaming, monophobia, and algophobia. Unlike most of the university staff, Kate Winthrop remains a virtual stranger to me. Even before the death of her mentor, Professor Young, she seemed only shy. Since the tragedy, she has become so lonely and aloof that our colleagues often forget her name. Perhaps it is just as well, since she speaks of Young's death in the unlikeliest of terms, imagining that bizarre creatures from another world devoured him. Most understood this reaction to be the result of emotional trauma, but it has driven her to the most unusual research.
I'm prepared.
I'm probably gonna mess up her name. Safina Rosal. The painter. Mental resistance, 50%. Mastering the art. Safina heals her group more when using healing items or spells. She has social and manual investigation. Her initiative and melee are both weak, and her ranged and magic are both average. And she can have as traumas inaccurate, monophobia, and algophobia. A Tahitian artist of extraordinary talent, Safina Rosal makes more money for her reproductions of others' works than for her original paintings. I can understand why, having seen her perfect recreations, accurate down to the tiniest brushstroke. I myself am fortunate enough to have her copy of Edward Hopper's House by the Railroad in my office. I wish I knew what House by the Railroad looked like offhand. Her recent work has caused quite a stir with their depiction of an alien city she calls Carcosa. Oh boy. It's funny because I was watching someone else play Sucker for Love on YouTube. And so Carcosa is in that. And technically Cthulhu-esque stuff. And some other things. Yeah. Anyway, unlike her reproductions, these paintings seem almost real, like a photograph, but with perfect color and depth.
It's my time in the spotlight.
William Yorick, the Gravedigger. Mental resistance is 60%. Part of the act. William has more chance to resist negative condition effects. Those negative debilitating statuses, not just traumas. Lovely. He has physical investigation. His combat and melee are strong. His ranged and magic are average. And his traumas are daydreaming, monophobia, and self-mutilation. William Yorick has long desired to make a name for himself on the stage. Alas, having seen him in a performance of the Scottish play, because I'm like, you don't actually have a name after that, I fear he shall never distinguish himself on the boards. To earn a living, he turned to work as a grave digger, and no one can say he shies. I thought that said something else, even though when I was playing this earlier and I read shies. I thought it said something else. Which is so weird. I could say he shies away from hard labor. Some do say, however, that in the lonely hours after a funeral, William performs scenes for the dead. Whether or not they appreciate his performance, no one living can say. I mean, that makes sense.
I heed the Lord's call.
And the last person we have available right now, Zoe Zamaras, the cook. Mental resistance is 75%, God's will. Zoe's melee attacks deal more damage. She has high willpower. Nope, she can her investigation is based on willpower, I guess. Combat, she has strong initiative and melee, average, ranged, and weak magic. Traumas can be inaccurate, monophobia, and self-mutilation. Such a tragic life story, such a tragic life Zoe Zamaras has lived. She was only 6 years old when her parents perished in a fire. Thankfully, her embrace of religion gave her the strength she needed to persevere. She has made a decent living for herself as a chef, even though it says in her title card that she's a cook. It's so weird. But there are persistent rumors that she believes the Lord speaks directly to her, encouraging her to combat the wicked after hours. You know, just like William Marshall in the previous game. Except, you know, fighting the demons, not... He wasn't cook. Anyway. Or chef, or whatever. I hope for her sake that this is only... I can't read tiny font for my seating area. Pernicious gossip, but no one can question her sense of justice. Okay, and so there's red and blue numbers.
It's my time.
I believe
that's my cue to play.
the red number is health and the blue number might be sanity. I don't know. I didn't really check the description in the game, so we'll find out in a moment. Actually, no, triangle. There we go. Sanity points. I am correct. At 0, the character suffers a trauma with debilitating effects. This will only disappear after taking a rest between missions. Red is health points. Upon reaching 0 health points, a character falls down unconscious. They will get up at the end of the combat or after being injected with epinephrine. Epinephrine, sorry. I know when I read that earlier, I said it right. Mental resistance, which... Oh, it's going to be blue in-game, even though that's not what they show on the card here. When the sanity of your character is being tested, they have more or less chance of resisting madness. Investigation. Knowledge is useful in an investigation. This allows the character to offer advice about the best course of action. Okay. Initiative. I love how the background blocks some of the reading because the background has a yellow tint and the text is yellow. Huzzah! Or golden, yellow, whatever. Bronzy? This indicates when the person can act during combat. If initiative is high, the person has more chance of acting first, but this also depends on the initiative level of enemies. Melee, ranged, and magic. During combat, each character has 5 action points to use. A character that is skilled in a particular type of attack uses fewer action points. An unskilled character uses more. Okay, that makes sense. Better have a gun with me. Alright. Remember that if you leave an investigator in the office for a whole chapter, they can rest and recover from a trauma. Not during a tutorial. I assume this is a tutorial. So I had my acupuncture and massage today. And afterwards, well, before I did that, when I was at the coffee shop, I bought some more face masks, the ones that I like, because the store that I usually went to buy them, the grocery store or whatever, they didn't have them anymore. And I'm like, no. And I say grocery store, I mean like basically one of the mega marts, so like Super Target or Super Walmart, basically. So they didn't have it the last time, so I'm like, so I like bought out a store that I knew that had them individually, which is expensive. So I was like, I wonder if I can buy them online.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wilhelmina Tillinghast.
See, this might be her.
Professor of Astronomy at Miskatonic University. All my life, I have dedicated myself to the study of celestial objects. Most recently, I visited Louisiana to observe the passage of a comet I had observed for many years.
Haley's Comet?
I hoped the trip would provide me with the evidence required to conclude my decades-long research. Yesterday, you received my telegram requesting that you meet me at my house, just outside Arkham. And so, you've decided to join me in my mansion.
But, yeah, so I bought... Ow! I don't know why the controller...
Professor Tillinghast must like the blues more than those stuffed shirts at Miskatonic University if she called me out here for a performance. You don't see that too often in an elderly lady.
I know.
Welcome to my mansion, my friend.
Yeah, see, and I'm confused why we hear her, speaking.
I'd better ring the bell.
But, camera control. Is it right stick? Moving control, left. Zoom in, zoom out. But yeah, so I bought stuff, and then investigative actions. The magnifying glass icon is displayed over objects you can investigate. Confirm. A car. Here stands the car in which you arrived. Before leaving, you should meet Professor Tillinghast. But yeah, here's accelerate. See, walk, accelerate. It's not acceleration. But yeah, so I bought the stuff. Well, I do wire transfer on the website I use, Gmarket, because trying to use a Korean card in Korea is a pain in the ass, especially if it's a credit card. Dear Lord. So I don't do that. International websites can hit or miss with a Korean card. Usually it's fine with Amazon, but ever so often there are things. Korea is just really strange with how they do stuff. And they're trying to change their antiquated or their weird antiquated system, but it doesn't always work. But when I came back from acupuncture and massage and whatnot, I tried to do the transfer at an ATM to pay for my purchase, and it wasn't working for some weird reason, and so I had to go to the bank, which was one on campus, and luckily I got there within the half hour because banks close at 4. Similarly in the USA, and it's a Friday, and I needed to transfer the money by tomorrow, Saturday. So yeah, it was like, yay, extra work, and so I was tired, and that's why I'm not playing Skyrim. And I haven't packed my 3rd box that I wanted to ship, possibly a 4th one also, because I was going to do that coming back. I was all ready, and then I had to go to the bank. At least I got the money transferred. Don't know what the reason was. I must have been hitting a number wrong or something, or typing in something wrong, and I just don't know what it was. Because I've transferred money doing bank transfers, money transfers through the ATM all the time, and I've done it with Gmarket, so it's weird. An outdoor ornament. This ornament seems to be used as a roundabout for vehicles. Actually, I didn't look everywhere else. I mean, I think there was only 3 things you can check. Let me accelerate. Let me speed walk. A car. This is definitely Professor Tillinghast's car. The engine appears to be cold. I love the look of these cars. I like 20s, 30s looking cars.
Maybe she's hard of hearing.
Wow, ageist.
Oh, how rude of me to make you wait like this. I wonder whether something's wrong.
There's a light coming from that second floor window. She must be home. The door's locked. I ought to find a way in to check on her.
Tutorial, scenario objectives. Each scenario has a set of specific objectives to complete to progress to the next scenario. These objectives are displayed in your notebook and are updated as you complete them. Press blah, 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 to access the notebook. I have to do it right now. Okay. An invitation. Meet with Professor Tillinghast. Main objectives: enter the mansion. Find another way in, because I rang the doorbell. Additional information. There's no answer at the door, but one of the second floor's lights is turned on. Story. Blah. Investigators. Da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Enemies. Who knows? Oh yeah, I did look this up. There's the map. Oh, there is another building. I didn't realize there was another building over there. Let's check it out. A greenhouse. You can see beautiful flowers in the greenhouse. Professor Tillinghast must be a passionate gardener. That's all you get from there. It's over here. I didn't look over here before. The gate. The gate is shut. You came from the other side. The countryside here would be lovely for a long walk when the weather is fine. Not like today. What's over here? Game. 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 Cellar door. The basement must be behind this trap door, but you have no reason to go in there. The professor's waiting for you. Okay. Ah, bench. Power walking. What's this? A window. The box beneath the first floor window seems to invite you to take that way inside, but it looks to be shut tight.
It's no problem to reach the window, but it's shut tight. I'd need to smash the glass to get inside.
I hope you aren't thinking what I fear you're thinking.
What I need is something heavy to smash this window.
Like, seriously? Find something to break the window with. Complex tutorial. Complex interaction. Some interactions with objects may ask you to choose the best action out of several possible situations, or several possible actions. I wasn't expecting to say action more than once, and I didn't catch it the first time. Those are called complex interactions. Wheelbarrow. A wheelbarrow stands abandoned on the lawn. Perhaps you'll find something inside to help you break the window. I would choose look through to this way to go first time. Wire cutters were found.
How dare you smashed my window? I hope you intend to have it replaced.
I hope this really is an emergency and the professor
I'm a
forgives
blues
me.
musician, man.
Anyway,
That's gonna be
I can't
impossible.
apologize until I find her. Where would she be?
So this is where I ended the first time. And actually, let's do a save. I assume you can save it anywhere. It looks like that. But I don't know if it loads from the last checkpoint. Don't know for sure. Roaring fire. It's hot. A piano. Beautiful piano. You don't recall the professor mentioning that she could play. Judging from the dust on the instrument, you doubt it sees much use. It's a statement. Comet painting. A large painting of a comet hurling through the night sky. It seems the professor's interest in astronomy colored her taste in art as well. Wait, where's the music playing from? Oh my gosh, where's the music coming from? Am I daft? Oh, there it is. I was like, where is it? Okay, that record is not spinning, and that bothers me. That infuriates me. Okay, that's ticking, but we don't have a hand up. You're supposed to be seeing something ticking, moving, and that bothers me, game.
A broken vase. The professor must have heard it fall. She wouldn't have just left it here.
I certainly would not. I take pride in a clean and tidy abode, especially when expecting visitors.
I'd better find her.
Investigate. Tip. Tutorial. Complex interaction. If your investigators have the knowledge required, they will offer advice on the best course of action. If this is not the case, they will tell you nothing. Wow. Yeah, I'm not logical, I'm manual. Broken glass. Shards of some fragile object, now shattered, is on the ground. Perhaps it is a clue. An unsuitable action makes the Mythos clock go faster. Wait. Is that the upper thing? Oh no. Put it together. Manipulate. Put it together. Closer inspection of the fractured object reveals it was a vase. Based on its position, you think it fell from the small table nearby. Since the fragments are free of dust, you deduce it broke recently.
That scream came from upstairs.
That sounds like my voice. I must need help.
She revisiting things from the past.
Professor? Was that you?
Of course it was. Hurry!
No answer. There must be someone else in the house. I ought to find a weapon.
Wait, why would I lose sanity because there's an intruder? Game? That doesn't make sense. Certain events will force a sanity check. Each investigator's mental resistance score determines their chance of success to resist it. When sanity reaches 0, the investigator in question suffers from a trauma which gives them a penalty. Oh, I'm glad that didn't affect me. Knowledge search. Table. This little table is full of items. Perhaps searching them will turn up one that's useful. Oh, an item. An unsuitable action. Ooh, a knife. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's not a gun, which is what I would prefer. A sharp blade. Stick them with the pointy end. At least it's new. Looking inside, you spot what might be something useful. You have found a new item. Knife. Item found. You found a weapon while searching. Select the weapon by pressing X. Move your cursor with the L with the left stick on the empty slot and press X again. Close inventory by pressing the circle button.
That knife might come in handy if I run into trouble.
What on earth are you doing with my letter opener?
Why is your letter opener a knife? Well, I mean, usually they were, I guess, actual knife knives. Alright, time to go upstairs. I would search other things. Actually, still save. I think it autosaves, but I want to search more, but we should probably go see what's up. Wait, why am I there? Why am I not near the... Oh, I guess that I am near there, but it doesn't count. Whatever.
The scream must have come from the other side of this door.
That's my office door.
A door. The door through... I like how I'm walking. The door through which you heard the professor scream it's locked. Okay. Find the key. It might be downstairs. It might be in one of these rooms. Who the F knows? A door. This door doesn't lead to where the Professor Tillinghast. Yeah, I'm trying to find a key, motherfucker. A painting of cats. Old ladies tend to like cats, but you do admit it emits a sense of calm. Huh. You know, man, I like cats. What the fuck? Okay, how am I going to find a key if you're not going to allow me to go through doors? Oh, you allow me to go through this door. A mirror. Your reflection gazes back at you from the scrupulously clean bathroom mirror. Okay, is there a key? Key over here? Hey! It's manual. Breaking the lock seems inelegant, but it may be effective. As well, but cabinet is locked shut. And then, game. You said the tip was better to... It's a breaking the lock. Was that not breaking the lock? Because forcing the lock doesn't sound like breaking it open. I'm mad. Okay. Mythos. Through your investigations, you may draw the attention of great old ones. This is called mythos. The mythos clock fills up each time an unsuitable action is chosen during a complex interaction at the end of a full round of combat. When the mythos clock is full, the great ones will intervene and slow you down. Be on your guard. I don't like this. I have to force the lock. Fuck you, game. Bandages. Okay, that makes me mad. That's not creepy at all. Children's stories. Stories are laid out around the room carefully. So carefully that you doubt a child ever touched them.
Who's there?
I'll ask the questions. Roland Banks, Bureau of Investigation. I'm on the job. Who are you, and what's your reason for being here?
What would a federal agent want with me?
The professor had some idea of hiring me to perform some music for her. I'm Jim Culver. When she didn't answer the door, I got worried and came in. Then I heard her scream and came upstairs.
Seems like I'm on the right track. Something hinky's going on here.
Is Professor Tillinghast a suspect in some crime?
She's only a person of interest. The Bureau has evidence that others are trying to involve her in some shady business.
It deals with a comet.
I came to find out what she knows, if anything. Then I heard the scream, too. Seems we need a key to get inside that room.
That's why I'm looking at that's why I'm looking in a children's room.
I wasn't prepared for so many guests today.
I'll help you find that key.
Some more party members? Hooah! Roland Banks, new investigator. The Fed. 70%. I first met Agent Roland Banks when he visited my home to ask me whether I knew anything about some strange group of people. He seemed to have little more than vague rumors to investigate, and to be honest, I still don't entirely understand what he was after. Still, he seemed honest, if not open, and he was the broad shoulders and quiet confidence one likes to see in members of the Bureau of Investigation. I thought she was going to go with something else with that description. He certainly appeared to be the sort of person one would call for help. Perfect aim. Roland has more chance of dealing a critical hit in combat. He has a gun. He has a goddamn gun. Logical. Oh, he's logical. Initiative and range are strong. Melee's average. Magic weak. Daydreaming. Cigarette addict. Gosh. And inaccurate. Oh, they have descriptions on that. Okay, now let's check this baby crib. No advice, a crib, an infant's crib. Obviously not brand new, but well cared for. Move things around. Yeah!
There's a key on this mobile.
Why, though?
My files say Tillinghast has no children. If that's true, why would she need a nursery?
The professor always wished for children, even long after she grew too old to have them.
Oh, I can't say it isn't true. I wish people were less prone to idle gossip.
Woman, there was adoption. There were orphanages in this time period. Bullshit you could have adopted. You're a fucking professor. I'm sorry. Not that I'm saying all professors have money, but... And I'm not saying I have lots of money. I have some money. I have more money than I've ever had in my life, but that's not saying much because I didn't have a lot to begin with. To the Professor Tillinghast's room. Oh, well. Well, what else is there? What's in here? You know what? I want to investigate. Actually, hold on. What is, okay, he has 5 bullets, and he has bandages. I want to search more, but I'm afraid that it will be not beneficial. Well, let's check, at least. I can always ignore it, maybe. No, you have to investigate. Fuck. A large chest. A strong wooden chest. It doesn't seem locked, but something else prevents it from opening. You open the chest to find it full of books. Lying atop them is a single sheet of paper on which is written a recipe for apple fritters. Peel, core, and slice the apples across, but not too thin. Dip into frying batter. Remove one at a time with a fork and drop carefully into the fryer. Remove from fryer when they reach a pale golden brown. Then drain. Dust with powdered sugar and serve with a slice of lemon. Banana fritters can be cooked in the same way. Why? Whoa. Cigarettes. A packet of smokes, just the thing to calm the nerves. A well-organized bookshelf with something on it. You have found a new item. I don't want that because that might increase sanity, but you harm yourself. And if he's an addict but he has no cigarettes, no. Did he just take it? Okay, he did it. Good. I was about to say, I'm like, motherfucker, don't you take those cigarettes? Also, Professor Tillinghast smokes. Yes. Enemy encounters. You will encounter enemies as you explore. You can know which room contains enemies as a glow crawls from under the door. That's a crawl? How about a glow wisps? Oh, I guess it's crawling. A door. The door through which you heard the professor scream, it's locked. Unlock it. The key fits, and you unlock the door.
What? Who?
Who are you?
An intruder. How many people can I expect to break into my house today?
Who are you?
Listen, pal. You've got some explaining to do. Come then. I have just the explanation you deserve.
Who the cultist? Wow, he attacked first. I didn't like that. I lost sanity point. That's bullshit. Also, what does his sanity point indicate? It looks like it's the Steam arm icon or something. Okay. Turn-based combat. Combat is turn-based. Every character acts one after the other without time constraints. The order of each attacker is based on their initiative roll at the start of combat and is displayed at the top of the screen on the initiative bar. Yet, he was able to do an attack prior to combat starting, which is bullshit. Action points. Each character has 5 action points to spend each turn. Each action has a specific action point cost. Once validated, an action cannot be undone except for movement. Okay, movement can be undone. Okay. Attack action point cost. Let's see if I remember that, especially since I'm playing Ogre Battle. Let us cling together. You know, yeah. And you can redo, actually no, you can't redo attacks if you attack. You can redo movement. Okay, never mind, but you know what I mean. No, that doesn't make any sense. I retract everything I said. Attack action point cost. There are 3 types of weapon. Melee, ranged, and spellbook. Each investigator has a different aptitude with the various weapon types. This aptitude will affect the action point cost of the attack. Yeah, I couldn't find a gun. So shut up. Overwatch. Can I attack him from behind? Wait, how? Oh, I don't want to do that. Wait, I don't want to punch. Did I not equip this knife? Okay, there we go. In turn, once you are out of action points or want to end your turn with a specific investigator, you can select the in turn action. kind of figured that, buddy. Thanks, game. Wait, how much will that do? Okay, that will kill him. Good.
What's going on?
We'd better have a look inside.
You know, I shot a bullet right on the side of your face, kid, but that's okay. Before we do that, what's this? Bandages. I will take those. I don't like how the inventory is that limited. What, bandages? Fuck off. Remember to reload your weapon after each fight. You can reload the inventory. We can reload from the inventory. Select your weapon, then reload. Oh my gosh, really? Oh. Wait, where? How am I reloading? Oh, I've got bullets on me now. Okay, because he had bullets. That makes sense. I gotta remember that, because I'm probably not gonna remember that. Oh boy, this is fun. I don't like that sound. What the fuck? His face.
Who in blazes are you?
What happened here? Is that...
Wait. That's me.
Yeah, I was wondering if
That
he's talking
is-
out of body.
It's my body.
That's Professor Tillinghast, all right. She won't be telling me much anymore.
We need to stop them.
What is with... that's annoying. Well, there's only... I thought there were 3 of them here. There was only 2 of them? Fascinating. Are you fucking kidding me, game? If it had to be me or you or me, it was always going to be you. Overwatch. This action is called Overwatch. When selecting Overwatch as a combat action, your investigator will get ready to attack the first enemy that moves within the range's a weapon's range. Select the direction of the attack by using the left joystick. Your investigator can only attack when what they see, so be sure to select the proper direction for them to be facing. Also, it doesn't matter how much I have. That's fascinating. I didn't think that would have worked, but it does work. That's hilarious. No! After all the characters have had their turn to attack, the Mythos clock fills up. Be on your guard. No! Fuck the Mythos guard, or the clock.
Who were those cloaked figures? This wasn't just a burglary.
I don't know. It didn't look like that.
You're right about that. Must be connected to my investigation. We better have a look around.
Tillinghast. Professor Tillinghast, to your horror, you recognize the body is definitely that of Professor Tillinghast. And there's no question she is dead. Fuck! Load. A deep weeping wound on her abdomen appears to be the cause of death. Judging by the wetness, it appears she was killed recently. You feel the stability of your mind shatter. Sanity check.
Poor Professor Tillinghast. Such a terrible death.
I like how we have a magnifying glass.
Despite my age, I had much more to do in life.
This wound on her stomach? It looks like she was knifed.
Oh, it's the Fed who has that. Okay. I thought it was me. Jim. God damn it, game. Glyph on the floor. A large glyph has been painted on the floor, apparently in blood. You're certain Professor Tillinghast was deliberately killed above it. What you aren't sure of is why. Oh.
What's this weird symbol drawn on the floor? Is that blood?
My nice, clean floor, ruined.
Sorry, with your own blood.
That looks like some kind of cult symbol. This ain't a garden variety burglary.
Well, yeah. A grandfather clock. The clock continues ticking away the seconds, inconsiderate of the terrible crime. The poets assure us should have stopped in function. Wait, what? Instead of the terrible crime, the poets assure us should have stopped its function. Okay, I don't know what that's related to. Everything has its weak points. Okay, you know, whenever I try doing that, you fuck up. Desk. The desk drawer is locked. You'll need to open it before searching inside. Find clothes. Okay. Inside the drawer, tucked that makes sense. I was thinking tucked away, but you don't need away. Are tucked various notebooks. At a glance, you find nothing related to the murder, but it is clear that Professor Tillinghast was in the habit of recording every trivial, or even trivial events in her life.
Look at these notebooks. Is this the professor's handwriting?
It is, but how would you know?
There's no useful information here. But perhaps Professor Tillinghast kept notes on this material in another location.
I don't want to do anything else because I only have 2 more spots until the mythos comes. I've got 3 things to interact, or 4 things to interact with, or maybe they're all together, I guess. Logical. We should be able to put some of the object back together. Broken glass. Fragments of glass glitter on the floor. You can't tell at a glance what object they once formed. Reassembling most of the shattered container, you see a flask that probably came from a laboratory. You can make out the printed words Lab. Miskatonic University Science Lab.
I hope this broken glass doesn't mean there's been trouble.
Yeah, a broken jar or flask. Can make out a few letters. Miska, Uni, Lab.
Miskatonic University Science Lab. That's simple enough.
We've found everything we're liable to find here. Time to see where the evidence leads us.
And so, my friend set out to discover how I was killed.
There's multi-digital and fighting games. Present. A game by Lucky Hammers. I thought it was Lucky Hammers. Artifact Studio. Arkham Horror. Mothers and Bliss. I can skip this. If it was my first time playing, I can understand this. I can Completed. He managed to stay sane. Yay, Party Crasher is my trophy. Professor Tillinghast was found dead in her own home by what appears to be members of a cult. What happened? Yay, no traumas. Your investigators are returning to the office. Apparently, that guy's office.
Search of my office makes it clear you must visit Miskatonic University. Not only did I work there, but the broken jar came from the university lab. Why did those strange men need it?
There were some
Whatever
women
the
there.
answer,
Well, there
I'm
was a
sure
man,
to
one
find
woman.
it at Miskatonic.
Group selection. Okay, I was wondering if our health and our sanity gets recovered after that. Tutorial, group selection. You need to select a group that will continue the investigation to the next scenario. Build a group based on the challenge you expect to face in the field. Review the investigator's strengths as needed in your notebook. But there's only 2 people with me here. Finding meaning in the stars. Finding meaning in the stars. Professor Tillinghast spent at least as much time at Miskatonic University as she did at her own home. There's no better place to start investigating her activities before her gruesome murder. I can only use 2 people, so right now. Office and equipment. At the end of a scenario, all the items you have collected on your investigation are stored here. Before heading out again, make sure that you have assigned weapons, accessories, and items to your investigators. But it has no bullets in it? What the fuck? There was 4 bullets. Oh, that's messed up, game. They took the bullets out. Fuck off. They took the bullets out of that. They totally did. Okay, at least they combined them. Launch scenario. Launch scenario. Yeah, there's nothing else. Your progress is recorded in the notebook. Remember to check on it from time to time. Oh. Yeah, I see. It's recorded in a SIF file. But I understand what they mean by that. I can see how the time clock thing can get annoying because you have to search things. in order to find out things, and if you click the wrong thing, you're going to speed up the horrors. But, you know, that's like if you played or watched any Call of Cthulhu or probably played the actual card game, that's the whole thing. It happens. Same as any other type of board game that has like a counter or a timer based on your movement and actions.
Welcome to Miskatonic University, home of the prestigious Orne Library, which includes the country's largest collection of occult books. I once studied here as a student, later donning the mantle of professor and passing along all I learned to the next generation of astronomy students. This place was like a second home to me. Perhaps the things I left behind will provide you with clues to the answers you seek.
I keep thinking she was astrology, not astronomy. I got the words confused.
Science and astrophysics sounds like a lot of math.
Entering.
I'd rather do my counting bar to bar.
I'm sorry, that's such a corny line.
Oh, it has changed over the years, but no place feels more like home to me. Not even my little house.
The secretary said Professor Norman Withers could give us access to Professor Tillinghast's office. But what do we expect to find?
We won't know until we look.
I like how your lips still move after the text is finished.
All right, let's brace this Withers character and find out what's what.
Yeah, I said break this Withers character. I'm like, no. Exploring and combat overlay. The overlay is available in both exploration and combat by pressing R2. Displayed by default are statistics affecting your current group, mythos, traumas, and conditions. Oh. No mythos. Wait, that clock is still going. Oh, fuck you, game. That doesn't reset. Oh, I hate this game. Why doesn't it reset? Why doesn't it reset? A trophy shelf. A shelf full of trophies, all inscribed for the Miskatonic Astronomy Club. You wonder what sort of astronomy events results in a trophy. Yeah, so guessing the right thing. That's the only thing I can think of. A billboard. The bulletin billboard includes a map of the first floor of the Science Astronomy building, complete with a big red "You Are Here" arrow. Oh, I have a map of my own, which does not show the whole thing. Oddly enough. Actually, what room is that? No, seriously, what room is that? It should be, okay, it's the red arrow thing, but facing this way. Okay. Hello, no, okay. Hello, no, okay, what's this? A file. Epinephrine. Why is that? Shout out epinephrine, a real jolt to the system. Why is there drugs just chilling here? I guess I was in the folder. A manila file folder. Looking inside, you spot what might be something useful. Yeah, except why is it there? I'll give it to the investigator. Oh, they have names on here? What's this book? A notebook. A note left on a bench. On a bench, a student sits on, catches your eye. A student sits on, catches your eye. It reads, wait, what? A note left on a bench, a student sits on, catches your eye. Okay, sorry. I was thinking the student has agency, but no. It's the bench. I can't stop thinking about that queer old book. with a strange hands seemed to drain my strength, as if it were some sort of vampire sucking away my energy. When Professor Tillinghast caught me with it, she confiscated it at once. I haven't seen it since. What does the professor know?
Here's Tillinghast's office on the left. Withers to the right. They must have known each other pretty well.
Professor Tillinghast's door is locked.
I thought we were going to Dr. Withers.
But of course, my friend. Academics are no less prone to snooping around each other's secrets.
I haven't really had a lot of people snooping around my office, and I have... Never mind. I was gonna say, well, I'll say it. Anyone who watches this aren't near where I'm at. I leave my door unlocked when I use the restroom. Most professors do. So I don't know what they're talking about. This is Korea. Probably have to lock the door if I become a professor in the USA. There's a lot of things that got to change mindset-wise when I go back to the USA. Ugh.
Some have even been known to steal a colleague's research.
Well, that's true, but I don't think that has anything to do with the locked door. I'm sure they can do that by other means. Well, I'm thinking nowadays, but yeah.
We'd better ask Withers for the key.
I thought that's what we were doing. God damn, I didn't even check that. They're like, burp, burp, burp. Appropriately length skirts. You, ma'am. Okay, your skirt is appropriately length, or is that a dress? That's a skirt. Yeah. A bookcase in the corridor. In the corridor stands a bookshelf, proudly displaying the publications of Miskatonic University. Mounted in the center is a plaque reading, Lux in obscuro sumnus, or as Latin readers would translate, we are the light and the darkness. Okay, I guess books. I thought for a moment I couldn't say it because none of it. Oh, it looks like they're all grayed out.
I say no, Agatha. You will pardon me for saying I have never believed your methods to be the least bit scientific. I refuse to believe that Wilhelmina would have...
Oh, they're talking about me. Norman and I were colleagues for years, so naturally we addressed each other by our Christian names. You, of course, may call me Professor Tillinghast.
Oh, it's Tillinghast. Okay, sorry, I've been saying that wrong.
Yes, what is it? How can I help you?
I'm not even facing you.
Pardon the intrusion, Professor Withers. We're investigating Professor Tillinghast's death, and we...
Not again. Can't an old man mourn his friend in peace? Oh, these constant intrusions by reporters and police and garden variety busybodies. As I told your friends earlier, I do not wish to be disturbed.
Listen, pal.
Wait just a moment, Norman. Something tells me these people aren't the same as the others. Look at their eyes. They've seen things beyond the quotidian. Oh, forgive my manners. I'm Professor Agatha Crane, and you seem to know of my colleague, Professor Norman Withers. Something tells me you've seen Wilhelmina, haven't you? That is, Professor Tillinghast.
Agatha, for heaven's sake, stop this nonsense.
No, Professor Withers, she's right. We have seen unusual things.
No, just occult members.
We arrived too late to save Professor Tillinghast, but we've seen evidence that whatever happened to her was unnatural, to say the least. We intend to get to the bottom of it.
I told you, Norman, that box could hold more than knickknacks and gewgaws. I, for one, want to see it for myself.
But I love knickknacks.
You there, come with me.
All the time. And they have it appropriately written, too, with a hyphen. Ah, I love hyphens.
What? Where are you going, you confounded parapsychologist?
Jesus.
To the observatory. Wait here, Norman. I know you won't want to be disturbed further.
Agatha Crane, new investigator. Parapsychologist, mental assistant 70, 25, and 7. Professor Agatha Crane made her reputation in mathematics and psychology, two fields I would never have expected someone to combine. I mean, seriously. Surprising us even more, she turned those studies to the outer fields? Well, I'm thinking that has a hyphen. I don't know how to pronounce that. I mean, I'm sure it's outer fields, but outer fields of parapsychology and the occult. Someone, or some of the, I don't like how that's written. Why? Some of the others might smile at her behind their hands, but I find her stories and speculations highly entertaining, even if they are no more than a bunch of balderdash. Balderdash. On alert. Agatha increases the group members' initiative in combat. Oh, that's lovely. Willpower and social. Okay, that's good. Initiative is strong. Melee ranged magic or average. Daydreaming, minimalist. Oh, God. That's horrible. And monophobia. And last standing in combat. Sorry. Strange men. Okay, I guess the one that looked like a woman was a man. Strange people that came into my house and killed me. I would even say sacrificed me. How horrible. Well, yeah, they did sacrifice you. Around to helping you, it's Agatha. Okay, I'll maybe read that later. I want to search, but I know it's not right to snoop in his place. Alright, to the observatory, you said. Where's the observatory? Where is that, on the second floor? Oh, we can't go there yet because we need the key from him. What does she have? Bromo caffeine. Stronger than 10 cups of coffee. This bromo caffeine will get you moving fast. Oh my gosh, this is action points. Okay. Guess gotta go upstairs. Yeah, I really don't like that that doesn't reset.
Ah, the old observatory. Don't be fooled by its antiquated fixtures, my friends. Of course, the new Gerald Warren Astronomical Observatory is a technological marvel, but I shall always remember this one more fondly. Through these telescopes, I first gazed with wonder at the stars and the vast voids between them.
Thought we found stuff. No. Perhaps one could improvise a key. Really? That's what you're gonna say? I guess that would be a lockpick. A locker. After locating the locker labeled Professor Withers, you find it locked tight. Locked tight. Yeah. Okay. After applying a little elbow grease and opening the locker, you find a box. Written in neat letters on a label is the name Professor Tillinghast.
Here is the mysterious box.
The label marks it as belonging to Professor Tillinghast. What are these strange things inside?
This symbol. It was in Professor Tillinghast's room.
You've seen this symbol in Wilhelmina's room, haven't you? It is similar to the iconography of ancient pagan rituals. Here is proof that Wilhelmina's research went beyond known science and into the realm of the paranormal.
Many of our colleagues questioned Agatha's unorthodox avenues of research, but none questioned her resolve. Once she sets her mind to a goal, nothing can stop her.
We must show this to Norman. Only then will he help us.
Another clue. A bookcase. A bookcase in need of tidying. You have found a new item, pipe wrench. Oh. Well, you know what? She has no weapon. No, she can barely use it. But I think, and no one could really use it. Melee's average. Average. This is average for all of them. Desk. So much clutter fills this desk that it might take a while to find a needle in this proverbial haystack. You decide to open the small top drawer. You should be so lucky. You found a new item, Book of Restrain, an eldritch phrase that binds the target's limbs, slowing movement.
Could it be? Yes, these glyphs indicate gestures of power, of magic. This, my friends, is a grimoire, a book of spells. What it is doing at the university, I cannot say, but we mustn't let this opportunity go to waste. We must see whether these spells work.
What do you mean why it's here? This has the largest collection of occult books. Does not be something here? What's this I found? What do you mean? None of you have... Shut the fuck up, lady. None of you have... I guess we both have average magic. A telescope. Once the pride of the Miskatonic University Astronomy Department, this outdated telescope hasn't seen much use in recent years.
Look here, Norman. See the odd things in this box of Wilhelmina's? Whatever she was researching, it was far more than that comet.
I don't see what this has to do with her death.
Really?
We saw a sign identical to the one on this box in the room where Professor Tillinghast was killed.
I must admit that seems far too unlikely to be mere coincidence. Very well. You have my attention and my help. Wilhelmina left Arkham earlier this year, and I received this box. After hearing no word from her, I became concerned, and I confess, I briefly searched her office for some indication of the purpose of her travel.
You know, I don't know any professor who has a beard that long. I will state that.
Oh, no.
I don't think
dear fool.
you would be looked too
only
kindly
gone a
at a
week.
university setting if you had a beard that
Did you
long.
worry so?
Unfortunately, I couldn't make sense of her notes. They made no sense to me. I did sense a whiff of the occult about them, which I admit made me uneasy.
Oh.
One horn's never as good as a whole band. We should play this tune together until we find out what's at the end.
Gosh darn it, really, dude.
You're right, of course. Yeah, take the key to Wilhelmina's office. While you have a look in there, I'll pore over these notes again.
What was that sound? It came from next door.
What? They exploded in from outside? What
My office. Who's in there?
What the fudge? I guess we're on the first floor, theoretically. The students don't give a damn. A door. Engraved in brass on a plaque beside the door is the name Professor Wilhelmina Tillinghast. The door is slightly ajar. Wait, how? How is it slightly ajar if I unlocked it? Yeah, seriously, they just busted in even though it looks like we're up high, but I think we're on the first floor. Oh. Where did all those other students come from? There wasn't that many students.
What was that commotion? There's nobody here.
Someone beat us to it. The room's been searched. And recently.
Just look at this mess. Someone has ransacked my office.
Yeah, they're looking for the box, probably.
Look there. Even the safe is broken open.
Now they're on the lam. We gotta nab them before they get off campus.
Oh, the slang. The slang is real, folks.
Whoever it is must be dangerous. You must protect the students.
Kill all enemies. First, we're going to investigate. A bookcase. Find a book by the notorious occultist Aleister Crowley entitled A Treatise on Astrology. Oh no. Don't need more bubble wrap. Oh no, I don't have space for it. Oh. Move my seat over. What's on the desk? No books. Well, that was a waste. Series of notebooks written in Professor Tillinghast's distinctive hand. They appear to be nothing more than observations on her students, which she apparently liked to pair off like a matchmaker. While amusing, the notes don't appear useful to your investigation. I don't need a sanity boost. Fortunately, it doesn't go over. A safe. A safe in Professor Tillinghast's office has been forced open, presumably by the same culprit who ransacked the place. There's nothing left inside the safe. Oh boy. Before I go fight. A painting. You see Edward Hopper's painting, House by the Railroad. It's dark, so that's what it is. Okay. It's dark, vertical and horizontal lines, as well as a striking color palette, similarly in this context. So if I were the painter, she would comment on that.
Judging by their clothes, these are the same people who were in the professor's house.
What's with the hands like that?
They're the ones who looted her office. Stop them! Who are these interlopers? Deal with them while the others escape!
It's thunder and lightning outside. Why do we get our sanity checked every time we go into a battle? It's really annoying. Huh. Booyah. Bye-bye. Oh, he's still alive. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, if I can make it. It costs... Oh, because I'm average, it only costs 3, I guess. But they didn't change it. Hopefully my movement just needs to be 1. Oh, it's 2. I don't like that. Okay, good, I can do it. Oh, I can't. Well, I can't do anything. We're gonna have to hold. I don't want to use that, so... Can I watch? Damn it. Move! Shit, I should have faced him. But he could have hit me, so I wouldn't have known. No! The stupid clock! Fuck the clock. Okay, good. I don't need any more bubble wrap. I've got 2.5 or a little, well, maybe not 2.5, but more than 2 bundles in my bedroom, and I have like 2 in the office. I have so much bubble wrap. Let's get out of here. No. I wish I could hit him again. Look at that. Yeah, I can't. When the Mythos clock is full, a Mythos event is triggered. So, and a penalty for the group. Also, your group will need to resist the Great Old One's influence or lose a sanity point. Oh, God. Aberrant tangle. Invisible tendrils entwine your limbs, slowing you whenever you're in mortal peril. Move distance lowered in combat until the end of the fight. Yeah, we survived it. Huzzah. Oh, sanity check. No one loves you. Okay, but then it resets. Okay. Well, a student's gonna die. Does she have an? Oh wait, does she have an iPad?
That scream is coming from down the corridor.
Oh no, the students!
Must be one of those weird burglars. Let's go.
Burglars. Oh God. Stop! Damn it! She got hit. She does have an iPad or a monocle. As we don't really run. I might need a heal, but I can do that in battle. Actually, I don't know how much that takes. I didn't think about it. Oh, no, go through the... Is that not the door that we need to go through? Is that not down the corridor? Was it through here? Oh, I guess it's through here. Weird. A door. This door leads to a different department in the university. You wouldn't find anything concerning Professor Tillinghast here. The science lab. Okay. It's in the trash can.
That scream came from right around here.
What the fudge?
This was Wilhelmina's classroom. It sounds as though some students have locked themselves in.
Who's out there?
It's me, Professor Crane. Are you all right in there?
We're safe, but some strange people attacked us. We managed to barricade ourselves inside.
You stay put until we've dealt with them. Did you see which way they were heading?
They ran down the next corridor. Be careful, Professor. They look dangerous.
After we handle those burglars, we should come back here. If this was Professor Tillinghast's classroom, we might find clues inside.
Okay. No!
Come here, you!
Oh, god damn it, I got confused.
Help me!
Oh god, there's a student.
We must protect the students.
Otherwise, it's game over. No, it is! Protect civilian. Some fights will require that you protect civilians. Let's get the second half HP right now. Make sure that you protect them. Use items or spells on them as needed. Wow, really,
Help
game?
me!
You want me dead every single time? Fuck off. How much does it cost to use an item? How do you use an item? Oh, it's that. Okay. Yeah, I know that game. Not the one I wanted you to get shot, but we'll go with him. Take that. Wow, we're going for the student. They are going for the student. That's actually shocking.
Help me!
How about you run away? He's not gonna die. I'm actually annoyed by that. I somehow did not hit my own teammate. What is that? What does refocus do? Oh, go back. I'm gonna run out of bullets. Not happy about that. He's not dead. Oh, he's not dead, folks. Oh, he's not dead. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. He's fucking not dead.